What the? I don't have a vehicle for the vlog. I know you see the video title. I really do want to tell you guys about this. This is something that happened to me yesterday. But before I do that, I really need to show you guys something. And don't worry, it's none of these vehicles over here. It's just, your boy got a new bike. And I got to tell y'all a little bit of a story. Alright guys, you guessed it. Some of you guys did when you saw it in the Hood Eats last week and Joe was riding it. Your boy got an FZ-07. Shout out to my guy Martin for plugging me in with such a beautiful bike. This is a 2015 FZ-07 with just a tasteful amount of mods on it. It's got the dirt bike bars on it, some levers, the full Yoshi pipe, and an air filter. And a little bit of a fender eliminator as well with our tasteful plate on the back. The link is down in the description for those if you'd like that or any of our t-shirts. But I definitely wanted to show you guys this new bike before I ride around and tell you guys about this pretty fucking scary experience that happened to me. I definitely need to put a new front tire on this thing because I do not like the way it kind of slips out, so I don't think I'll be doing many rolling burnouts or stoppies on it today, but it is an FZ. I love these motors. 636s and F4Is are dying out as they are getting to be older bikes and harder to find, so these I believe will start to take their place. So guys, without further ado, let's go ride. I got something to tell y'all about. Ooh-wee. She sounds good. This thing's like half dirt bike, half street bike. Look at this. Go right up the side of this big ass bitch. Woo! Man, is this thing torquey. Holy crap. Beautiful day out here too. I know a lot of people wanted to see me on an FZ-07. And some people called it when they saw Joe on it last Hood Eats, and I said it was a loaner bike. So guys, I need to tell you guys about these carjackers that were on my ass, and I literally narrowly got away from them. It was absolutely terrifying. Now, for those of you who live outside of Chicago, I need to give you a little bit of history of what's been going on here the past couple of years, especially the past couple of years with carjacking. The Eagle's Nest. Oh my God. There is truly a second epidemic happening here. Not just with gun violence, but carjackings. They're up like 200% these past couple of years. 2020 and 2021 saw like a 200 to 300% increase compared to following years. In 2021, there was almost 1,900 carjackings here in Chicago. That's literally double the amount of homicide victims here. The carjackings, they truly span the entire city. But there's a couple neighborhoods that disproportionately are getting affected by this. Predominantly here on the west side, and even some of the west suburbs, there's neighborhoods that have had over 100 carjackings just this year. We're up to a total of 438 carjackings so far this year here in Chicago, and the methods that they do this by are pretty fucking insane, and it's something that happened to me literally yesterday. Now, for those that are new to this channel, I don't just ride bikes. I also have a 2004 Pontiac GTO. It's all black, it sounds really good, and it's definitely something that's been in the back of my mind as I drive around, as I know this is definitely a car that might attract that attention as well. You know, the cops are looking at it because, okay, it's fast and loud, but the carjackers are also looking at it because it's fast and loud. What up? Pop a wheelie on it? Yeah. What up? Not much, man. Thanks, brother. I just got it. I'll pop a wheelie on it, yeah. Why do I always get interrupted during these vlogs by people trying to get me to do a wheelie? I was cruising around in the Austin neighborhood, right here, testing out the new coilovers that I just recently installed in my GTO, which was a huge upgrade. It felt amazing. I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, feels great. So as I was just kind of trolling through these streets over here, I noticed a Jeep Grand Cherokee behind me, maybe a track car. I came up at this light here, and he came flying up on me so much that I ran the red away from him because he was coming up so hot, and he proceeded to follow right behind me. I made an immediate right onto Lake Street like this, expecting him to turn on the lights, because I was like, okay, this is just an undercover cop. You know, he wants to ask where my exhaust is or why is it so loud or whatever. This dude proceeds to stay all the way on my ass down Lake Street. I'm not just saying on my ass, I'm saying he's actively trying to hit my bumper, and I'm gassing through it the whole way. Mind you, we're up to about 80-90 miles an hour now, and I gained a little bit of ground on him, but he's still right behind me. It felt like a fucking police chase, and I made a hard left right here. I don't even know what street this is. I made a hard left here though. For him to still be on my ass, and I'm just waiting for the lights to come on and them say, hey, I'm a cop. It was a Jeep, very much like that. He literally touched the back of my bumper. I proceeded to make an entire loop around this whole block, flying, as he continued to try to ram me. Thank God I don't even have so much of a nick as on my car, but this is what I really wanted to talk to you guys about. This is the most common tactic the carjackers out here use. They try to ram your car. They try to get you in a little fender bender in the fact that you're going to stop. So they'll come up and they'll just barely tap the back of your car enough that you're going to get out, and they're not going to lose a bunch of value on your vehicle. I have to stop because my heart's literally fucking racing just talking about this, because if you weren't really there, you wouldn't understand it. I did a full loop of this, got here, made a right onto Lake Street, at which time he stopped right here by this abandoned house. I think he figured out that I knew how to drive and that I was being trailed, and I was not about to lose my car. And I understood right away, because I know what these carjackers are doing, that he was actively trying to fucking hit me. I really did just want to shed some light, not just to the cars, but also to the bikes as well, because the tactics that they use in the cars could potentially be used on the bikes. I really doubt it though. A lot of these carjackers that they've found carjackers as old as 11. They probably barely know how to drive a car, period, never less a stick, and or how to shift on a bike. Pop it up one time. Limiter sounds amazing on this thing, dude. Oh, someone's forgot their mattresses out here. But by doing all these hood heats and stuff like that, I feel like I do shed light to some of the gun violence that goes on here in the city. But I really did need to shed light on this, because these right here, any big V8, especially the Mopars, are extremely, extremely valuable to the carjackers here. So your Jeep Trackhawks, your Dodge Chargers, your Challengers, any type of SRT, Hellcat type of, you know what I'm talking about. Your big Mopars, they're up for grabs, man. And that includes some of the more rarer things like the G8s, the GTOs, the Chevy SSs, the Cadillac CTSs, all those big V8s that are even a little bit more rare. You better believe they fucking want them, man. But for all the guys that watch my channel for car related content, I'm issuing your warning right now. Watch out for these guys. They're trying to hit you. They're trying to fucking block you in. I actively was getting tried to hit and blocked in. It was fucking terrifying. On a beautiful day like today, I had to get back out on the bike. I wish I could talk to you guys about this in the GTO, but I needed to show you guys my new FZ. Come on now. See what we can do here. I gotta pop one good wheelie for you guys in the video, right? Second gear, I'm not even gonna pop the clutch, just power it up like a fucking 450. Back to coaster. Up to knee knocker. Easy. Drop back knee knocker. Oh man, dude. I love this FZ, bro. They are so much fun. Thing's beautiful, man. The old caddy. Love seeing rides like that around here. There's an abandoned hotel that's been here since like the 40s. Nothing's really come of it over the years. It's been boarded up and graffitied on for as long as I've been alive. So I know that there's more than one way to skin a cat. However, what happened to me was the most common. They also definitely target like parked cars, anything like that is outside easy targets. And guys, what really scares me is when articles like this come out. This dude on the south side who had like a VW or something like that was also manual like mine. They didn't know how to drive it, so they got him out of his car. They realized they couldn't drive the manual, and then they just shot and killed him. So not only am I telling you that you might want to get your concealed carry, but more importantly, man, you got to be vigilant. A regular civilian car, especially something like a Jeep or a Charger that you see out here, every other car, they blend in. It is pretty crazy to think about some of the numbers on carjackings, though, compared to even our shootings. It's just fucking crazy. And I know that there's got to be chop shops for these things out there. I hope the police are fucking finding, because these carjacked cars, they end up at all types of crime scenes. And I mean, let's be honest, if you're fucking pulling somebody out of their car at gunpoint, or you're hitting a fucking car with your car to get it, you're not a fucking good person, man. You're not. That's not a fucking traffic violation like somebody doing a donut or somebody doing a wheelie. You're fucking probably a really bad human being. What's up, man? African American owned. Fresh meats. Look at that. I almost left the key in my bike. Hello. You guys, could I have a nacho? Actually, could I have a cheeseburger if it's not too big of a deal? Yeah, I'll just have a cheeseburger instead. I'm more hungry. Definitely a topic that I felt the need to shed light on, especially after what happened to me yesterday. It was definitely one of the scarier things that happened this year. I want to start sharing more of my stories that happen out here in the streets with you. A little bit of an open-air flea market going on over here. All right, guys, Chicago, respect life. I love you. I hope you got a little bit of something out of this story. If you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe. If you guys want to send me a comment down in the bottom, you know I read them, you know I react to them, you know I respond to them. Go ahead and do that. I love y'all. As always, is your least favorite motovlogger, Brian636, signing out. Peace.